Greetings, fellow Magic players. My name is Brian McCormick, and you're watching MTG Rocks. I've got one of the top Mythic decks right now that we're going to be playing in Best of 1 on Arena. It's Dreadhorde Explorer. This deck is incredibly strong. It's one of the most powerful mid-range decks you can run. It's based on the power of Wildgrowth Walker, and we use that with the classic Merfolk Branchwalker, Jadelight Ranger Explorer combination. However, the big trick here is for Command the Dreadhorde, which lets us choose any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers cards in graveyards. We get dealt damage equal to their total converted mana cost, and then we can put them on the battlefield under our control. So we can put all of ours into play and all of our opponents. Now, the life cost is a real cost. However, because we have Wildgrowth Walker out, we're going to gain a lot of that life back. So sometimes you can actually end up with more life than you spent. So it's pretty crazy. We've also got some planeswalkers here. Tamiyo puts a lot of our cards in our graveyard so we can play Command the Dreadhorde for more value. We've got Teferi, which is just a great value card. Vraska, which is good at removing opponents' permanents. Krasis is also good as a win condition and life gain and draw. One Massacre Girl can help wipe the field for us against any small aggressive base strategies. And then in our mana base, we've got a pretty wide, varied mana base here, with the interesting splash of 4 Interplanar Beacons, which can gain us some life when we play all of these planeswalkers that we're running. So that is the deck. We're going to go ahead and play Best of 1 in Ranked, and we'll be playing in Mythic. So we should have some stiff competition. Alright, seems okay. I like a Wildgrowth Walker, but we've got some Explore cards. Massacre Girl is good removal. We've got some varied mana here with the Godless Shrine. So interesting, Hinterland Harbor will actually come into play tapped because Godless Shrine is not blue or green. So if we want to play Branchwalker turn 2, we actually want to play Hinterland Harbor turn 1, not the Shockland. So not the way you normally think of playing mana, because normally you want to play your Shockland first, but not in this case. So, we could play Interplanar Beacon, but I'm just gonna pay the 2 and get a Branchwalker out. What are we playing against? Maybe the Mirror? You know, we need the second green, so we want to put that in the graveyard. We can't play Jadelight Ranger yet. Bond of Flourishing, another new card for More of the Spark. We can play that turn 4. Alright, so nothing special here. We can play Krasis for 1, which of course we won't do. But anything our opponent plays, we can just kill with Vraska. So this is also a Command the Dreadhorde deck. A little bit different because he's running Bond of Flourishing. We get that sweet incremental life gain. Destroys Jadelight and attack him for 3.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. I've got it.
Another Interplanar Beacon. Interesting. So I think what I'd like to do here is just play this for 3 and draw a card. And, I mean, the mana is good, but you want to be able to destroy things later. So we'll sacrifice a beacon to draw. Yeah, we're pretty short on green mana this game. Our opponent's loaded on green-black, but he doesn't have his other colors very well. No, now he does. And then he's got Big Daddy Teferi. That's a good one.
I know my responsibility. This might be a bad idea.
Alright, so we've got a Jadelight. He's got a Jadelight. Not really worth a Dreadhorde at all when we're able to do that. So, what do we want to do here? Paradise Druid will open up some options for us. We didn't play a land, so I'm going to try and get lucky and explore into a land here. A green land. Alright, there we go. Now I can play a Teferi. Do I want to play Teferi though? Doesn't really have anything I want to return. I think I'll explore again, see what we can get. Let's find the library, because if we can play Jadelight after it. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill his little Teferi.
Only time will tell.
Let's
go ahead and draw that Wildgrowth Walker and gain some life. Creature not too relevant. We do have Command the Dreadhorde, although I suspect our opponent may play theirs here. They're not getting any life gain if they play it.
To slow down.
So he's gonna tuck our Vraska. That's good. Alright, so we can bounce his Merfolk. Guess we shouldn't have paid the 2 life. Alright, so we'll bounce this Merfolk Branchwalker, draw a card, and kill his Teferi.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
And play out a Branchwalker. You know, this game can just swing back and forth so much. It's really, even though we have a board position, it doesn't mean we're ahead by much. I mean, we're ahead right now, but... Ooh, he has a Thorin. Interesting. So he's going to kill our Teferi, right? 1 damage to target player. Or Planeswalker. So we can kill his Thorn and then do our Command the Dreadhorde, I think. If we play Massacre Girl, it'll kill our Branchwalker too. I guess we can Vraska his Branchwalker. There's still no Wildgrowth Walker in the graveyard, so he can't command very effectively, I think. But if we command right now, we get a heck of a lot. We get a Teferi. Yeah, I know we can attack him with a big Wildgrowth Walker. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. We get Teferi, we get Jadelight. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright. So we take 16.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Sure, I like that on top. Yeah, look at that. Back up to 21. And then, let's see. I guess we could tuck the Sorin.
Time is much more malleable than people think.
And get a big attack in. He's down to 4, so he can't really command the Dreadhorde. It's a good draw by him. So our Walker survives and he scoops. And we're numbered again. Those numbers, I don't really pay attention to them too much. I think if you're in the top 1,000, you get to qualify for an event, to qualify for the bigger event. But it goes up and down so much. Like you can go up and down 200 ranks for each win. And if you don't play for a few days, you can go from like 500 to not ranked at all. Let's see. Man, this hand is good versus control, but kind of bad versus anything else. But we do get to go first. But we can't play either of these Teferis without another 4th land. So I think I'll mulligan this. This is better. Sure, we'll keep Teferi. So Branchwalker, let's see, what do we want to play? So this would be tapped on turn 3, would it? Alright, we don't have any black or blue, so that would be tapped. So I'll play this because I want to play Teferi on turn 3, so I'm going to have to pay 2 life. Sometimes you have to spend a lot of time looking at your mana with this deck, which is a bit annoying, but I mean, you're playing a lot of powerful spells by doing 4 colors. Never thought these lands would enable 4 color decks. Alright, Crunch Wrangler. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1 counter on it. Interesting. I've tried this card, but I feel like it's weak versus Chain Whirler, so it can be good, but there's so much red in the meta, and if you're on the draw, it just dies the Chain Whirler, so not a huge fan of it. But in mono green, it gets big pretty easy.
Stand by and watch.
Alright, so we'll bounce it and get our card drawn. And attack for 2. He's mono green, so no haste, we would assume. Of course, he could be a Gruul Warrior deck, and we just play double green first.
Let's try this.
Alright, so we could play Tamiyo and start putting stuff in our graveyard. We do have a Command the Dreadhorde. Or we could play Paradise Druid and start ramping for a bigger Krasis and Command the Dreadhorde. I think what I want to do is play Tamiyo and start getting stuff in my graveyard. And let's see, what do we want to draw here? Not sure I want Massacre Girl. I mean, Wildgrowth Walker would be okay, but maybe I'd rather have that in my graveyard. I guess a Teferi would be pretty good. We already have Command the Dreadhorde, so we'll do Teferi. You're real dumb there, And what did we hit? Alright. So, I mean, if we named command, we would have got another command, but... Normally that's what you would name, but I already have one. Maybe this game I would cast two. No, I would name Massacre Girl. Yeah. We didn't get a Massacre Girl, did we?
That's more like
Let's see if we can find it. I believe we only have one in our deck.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Nope. Ooh, but we are setting up for some serious life gain here. Alright, so I'm gonna pay 2 so I can play the Paradise Druid 2 this turn. And we'll just pass. So next turn I can play Command the Dreadhorde and get all of this stuff back. And that means I want to chomp with the Walker and the Branchwalker. That's fine. Because I just get everything back. These do have trample. Alright, so we'll chomp. Save the Tamiyo, get everything back.
Stop interrupting me.
Alright. Could return something to his hand as well. Alright, so I'm gonna see.
Let me aid your research.
Just name it again. Alright. And then we'll command the Dreadhorde. Alright, and we're at 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pop all these into play. Look at all this life gain. Crazy. We want more life gain. I guess we'll play a beacon. What do we want to bounce here? I mean, we could even return, you know, like our Jadelight next turn to our hand. We could bounce this, like if he had a Galta, we want to prevent him from playing. But I mean, even if he plays Galta, I can just bounce it my next turn with Teferi. And we've actually got more power than a Galta, so. And look at how our deck just demolishes mid-range if they're not able to, or aggressive mid-range if they're not able to do anything to us. So he's got Galta out. Got 30 cards in our library. I have to watch that on occasion. We'll return that to his hand and draw a card. Let's see. We'll get some, pump our walkers up, get some more explore action. And, let's see, I guess, how many commands do we have? 1, 2, we'll do another command.
To the library.
Okay. And go to attacks. Do we want to attack with these? It's got 8 toughness. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, he's down to 6. Sure, I'll play this for 3. Or 4, actually. And, unless he has a, I think we're gonna win this game no matter what. At this point, we've gone so wide. Wow, quite a powerful deck. Yeah, I mean, Command the Dreadhorde, I think in any other shell, it's a pretty big drawback, but in an Explore Wildgrowth Walker shell, it's pretty crazy. I mean, and it's amazing how these cards that you wouldn't think would interact are actually interacting quite favorably. Like Tamiyo, putting everything into our graveyard for us. Ooh, mono blue. Not sure how this game will go for us. Especially if he has a Curious Obsession on this turn. Evolving Wilds. And it's blue-black. Well. Well, I wish we had a removal spell for that. Alright, so I think I want to ramp here and try and get a Krasis out to... Well, I can't chump that, but to chump his other flyers. I don't know. What I really want is a Teferi to bounce the cloak. I think this is going to be a hard game for us to win, especially on the draw. Let's see if we can explore into like 2 lands or something. Alright, there we go. Probably doesn't matter, but... He's probably got a fistful of counters right now for anything we play. And we're at 13 life. He's insane. 3 Tamiyos. Good lord. Well, we got a chumper for the thief, but I miss Cloak Herald on a Curious Obsession without any way for us to interact at the moment is a problem. I suppose our dream is a Massacre Girl to wipe the board without him having any counter magic. So if we drew a Massacre Girl next turn and he didn't have a counter, we could come back in it. But that's asking a lot. Play everything out. So he gave us a way back in. If we had drawn Massacre Girl this turn by just having 1 mana open, he gave us a way back in. But we didn't draw it, but we could have. We're at 7. I don't know if we can live another turn here. Let's see. He's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the air. We can block 1. I guess our best bet is to play Tamiyo named Massacre Girl. Try and survive another turn.
Every story is an opportunity for new data. I think you will find my notes helpful.
Well, you can't adapt anything. Interesting. Okay, so he's slowing down. Alright, let's hope he taps out. That's fine. Play something else. Oh, alright. Well, let's see. We don't have a Massacre Girl in our graveyard. Let's keep the wheel spinning.
Seek and find.
Nope. Let's see. I think that's it. We don't have any way to come back here, so time to scoop. Alright, 2 walkers, that's pretty good to see. Like to see a Jadelight Ranger soon. We've got the mana to play it. Mono white aggro, alright. See how this matchup goes for us. Got Vraska. Hopefully turn 4 we can exile something, destroy something good. Ooh, we might have the nuts though here. 2 Snubhorn Sentries. And we might be stalling out here. Massacre Girl could be big. But yeah, we've run out of mana and we can't play any of these spells now. Nalia, okay. Alright, so we got a mana. Alright, so we're gonna play Vraska. Now the question is, what do we get rid of? We can't destroy the Conclave Tribunal because it's 4. I think the Benalia is what we get rid of.
Step aside or be crushed.
Because it represents a 2/2 and pumping his knights. And it helps him, counts as 2 permanents essentially because it creates a knight with this Snubhorn Sentry.
Today's your lucky day.
So ideally I would like a land next turn and let's see, that should let us kill everything. Well, he'll probably sacrifice the Dauntless Bodyguard in response though. Well, not anymore. Alright, so Massacre Girl is kind of turned off here. Alright, doesn't matter, but okay. Alright, we're under some big pressure here. Yeah, unfortunately that Massacre Girl is not going to do anything. If he had a 2/1 and didn't have Banalish Marshal, then we'd be able to wipe the board with it. Alright, so we'll play Tamiyo. And I guess what we want here...
Will be excellent research.
I don't know. I'm not sure anything's really helpful. I guess Teferi is okay, but... is there anything we want to return? We could return a Vraska. But Alright, let's name Jadelight, I guess.
I know I noted this somewhere.
All lands either way. Alright, not looking good for us. Just needs to play 2 permanents, and his Snowborn Sentries are a pretty big threat. Ooh. Alright, that's lethal. So, that's game. Might have lethal regardless, but... So we had some trouble versus mono blue aggro and then mono white aggro. I think mono white, if we're getting the Jadelight Ranger Wildgrowth Walker plan, we can survive long enough to trade off and then get a big Dreadhorde in. But we never did get to do that combination in that game. Meant to play Tomb there, but oh well. Do I want to play a Branchwalker now? Go wait rather than pay 2 life on that land. Alright, I guess we might as well play one now, even though he'll trade for it. We do get to explore. That's good. Might be a little bit until we can play it, but... Surprised he didn't attack with the Firebrand. So we could play a Tamiyo and take 4. I guess that's fine. Probably naming Wildgrowth Walker here. What do I have in my graveyard? Just the Merfolk Branchwalker.
Let me aid your research.
Alright. Ooh, awesome. We did it. Got a Walker and we can Branchwalker next turn. Although, he may save a Lightning Strike for our turn to shoot it down right away. But, still, not bad. Rekindling Phoenix, okay. I think we would like him to attack the Tamiyo, probably. Is there anything we want to return with it? Probably not. Didn't attack with the Chain Whirler. That is like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Jadelight Ranger would be good too, so let's do it for Jadelight.
To the library.
Because we can play Jadelight and Wildgrowth Walker this turn. So we'll play the Walker. Play the Branchwalker. Sure, he'll kill it in response. Still get the Explore. Hey, I'm up for more life gain, I suppose, so why not? I guess we'll play this. Alright, so we've got a Merfolk Branchwalker to gain 3 next turn, and see, we've got 2 Branchwalkers in the graveyard and Tamiyo. Ooh, a Sarkin. So we'd like a Teferi, I think, next.
Magnificent!
You could use some manners.
Alright, let's try and get it to Teferi.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Nope. Alright, so we could Hydroid Krasis for 4. That's fine. We get some card draw. Ooh, alright. That's spicy. We've got some life gain. So we can make a big Wildgrowth Walker even though our Tamiyo's gonna die. I mean, if we draw a land next turn, we can play a Jadelight and 2 Merfolk Branchwalkers.
Subject is
Gives them a nice attack here.
I will call the dragons.
If I block Sarkin, he just dies. He's not like Gideon. Just got 4 toughness, so. Oh, he really wants to kill Tamiyo. Do I want to kill his dragon? Actually, no. I can kill Sarkin next turn now because he doesn't have any flying blockers, and I just lose a Tamiyo anyway. So, thanks for that. I didn't get the land, so... Oh, I might still get one. Alright, let's play Jadelight. Ooh. That's good. Sure. So now we can kill the Sarkin. Yeah, we've got a pretty nice blocker with Wildgrowth Walker, so.
Watch this. I am only human.
I feel good about our board state. Our life total was really healthy now. We do need something big for the Rekindling Phoenix at some point. Alright, well, we'll play this and draw a card.
Let's slow this down.
So, that's not a problem
I am
anymore.
not making this up as I go.
Alright, make Walker bigger. Alright, so this has 6 power, so we can kill 2 Chain Warlers. Although then we're out on Walker, but we've only got 1 Command the Dreadhorde, so we can Tamiyo next turn for Command the Dreadhorde. I think now's probably a good time to attack with Walker. Well, he does have mana available, so I don't want to have him shock it and double block it, so I guess I'll hold it back. So next turn I can Tamiyo for the try and get a Command the Dreadhorde. These 3 Phoenixes are going to be a problem. Okay. No blocks. I wish this was a 5/5. Alright, now he can't
Here we go.
put Teferi out. He can't shock during my turn, so I forgot about that last turn. So let's go ahead and Tamiyo. Gain some of that life back.
Let us have a
So we can return target card from our graveyard to our hand. Yeah, I guess we might as well just return Command the Dreadhorde. We've got so much in here. Only 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a Sarkhan that we can attack with all of these. So yeah, let's return Command the Dreadhorde.
No tail should be discarded.
Alright, and our opponent scoops. Here's what I got here. Finale of Glory. That's a sweet pack opening. Alright, so we can see aggressive decks. We did win against Mono Red, which is the most popular. But we did have the Wildgrowth Walker hand, which is what we want. Alright, we'll keep. Got a curve. I played Beacon, so if I play Time Raveler next turn, I can play another Beacon and gain some life. But if it turns out this is Esper control, I'd probably play Woodland Cemetery next turn. What's he have? I have 1 mana for a Syncope. Dolan's Veto. Okay. Well, that's alright. I don't feel like this game is coming down to 2 life. It's not going to come down to aggro, so I don't want it to lose hexproof by attacking. He's going to get our Teferi. So we're not going to be able to Teferi next turn, which was our plan. Which would be a solid plan. Let's explore. I'm gonna be upset if he has Cry the Carnarium, but or Kai's Wrath. Yep. Alright, I mean it's not too bad for us, but still annoying. This deck is not as popular anymore. Usually it's Esper, the new one is the one that makes the 1/1 tokens, the more aggro based Esper.
Hone your prowess.
Was it Hero Precinct 1, I believe is the card. Ooh, Mastermind's Acquisition. Alright, so Hydroid Krasis cannot draw anything if we don't kill Narset, so I feel like that part of Narset is almost as good as the ability of Narset. Alright, well, I think I need a creature on the board, so we will just do it to have a body. Look at that, Narset stopping us from drawing 2 cards. I mean, if we top deck Command the Dreadhorde at any point here, it's pretty good if it resolves. Look at, you know, all these things we can grab, and we don't care about our life total. Fusion's a problem.
Recklessness and fear are the same. I can create or destroy.
I would like to ask about any
Do I have anything I want to bring back?
experience.
Let's see any. so we'll try and get Command the Dreadhorde.
And find.
Nope. Could of course bring back Teferi next turn with this and stop him from countering my spells, so I can play Command the Dreadhorde unanswered.
Ether itself serves me.
Let's see. He's still representing the counter spell. I guess he really wanted that. So why would he return that to his hand? The only reason I can think is he wanted a counter spell. So because I assume that's the case, I'll return to Teferi.
The past is never forgotten.
Let him counter it, I guess. Alright, then we'll play Jadelight. Sure. He's got some planeswalkers we want to destroy.
Don't worry, I got this. Secrets manifest before you.
Interesting that he runs Arch. Alright, try and get Command again.
I noted this somewhere.
There we go. What's the chance he has a counter spell in his hand? I don't know. I think I gotta go for it. Alright, let's see. Teferi. Little Teferi. My opponent not have anything, it's just this one. Alright, how much life is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, we'll submit these 6. I mean, he's running Kai's Wrath and he's got Mastermind in his hand. But we get to explore a lot, so we get a lot of lands. So he's going to Acquisition first, Counterspell. I mean, Acquisitioning for a Counterspell seems fine. Alright, no attack. Alright, so we'll probably +1 Tamiyo next turn if he doesn't destroy it with Ugin. Try and get the same card again. And you've seen why a lot of people run Elderspell too in their decks. There's just so many Planeswalkers in play often.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Liliana. I would like an Elderspell about now, but we're not running.
Smelly, but effective.
Dreadhorde is pretty good on its own. Alright, so there's nothing I see we want to bring back. I guess, yeah. So we're fine that going down to 2. And I assume he's on a counter spells now.
I guess you do not want to talk.
It's only got 1 blue anyways. Ooh, and we drew Command the Dreadhorde. So, I think I'll name Hydroid Krasis. And I want everything else to go in my graveyard.
Let me aid your research.
Sweet. Because I don't want this in my graveyard. It's not a good card to return. Alright, so... could Vraska to destroy something of his. Because we have Tamiyo, Liliana, I believe, cannot cause us to sacrifice anything. Alright, so I'm going to command the Dreadhorde. We've got 28 life, so 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, that seems fine. We go to 8, I believe. If we had a Wildgrowth Walker out, this would be so much better, but... you get almost everything without losing any life.
I know my responsibility. Right on schedule.
Put that in the graveyard. Library for sure. For some good life gain. Alright, so I guess we'll bounce this dude. Draw a card.
I've got time.
No, we don't draw a card. But bought Narset, but and let's see, what do we want to return? Probably the Ugin. I mean, Liliana can draw him some cards though. Should do the Ugin so he can't destroy my Teferi. I do need to kill Liliana before it can ultimate. And I also would like to kill Narset so I can draw with the Hydroid Krasis, but... these control games can go pretty long with this deck.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Anything in our graveyard we want to return? Could return a Hydroid Krasis to our hand. So you could have Cry the Carnarium in our hand, and if we block with the Jadelight Ranger, that would be bad for us. So trading could be better in that case. So I think this is probably a little better play. I guess I'll split. So I have one Jadelight live if he does have that. So I can see if he has it or not. If he has it, he's definitely going to play it, I would think. A lot of card draw. I mean, maybe we're supposed to take the Ugin instead of Liliana, but... Or, I mean, take the Liliana instead of the Ugin. But then he would destroy the Teferi. Alright, so he does have Cry. Well, we tried to play around it, but...
This looks like a fun new toy.
Alright. Alright, so I'll play Vraska.
I'm good at what I do.
Kill his Narset, so we can start drawing cards.
Much to learn.
Keep up the pace. That's more like it.
To the library.
We might have already had the last one in there, but... Alright, and now we gotta watch our total here. 20 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll Crisis for 4. Yeah, I think he's gonna be able to ult the Liliana unless we can tuck it with the Teferi. Because he's gonna play Ugin. Well, kill Krasis basically. And then play Ugin. So we'll play Ugin, probably destroy Teferi, and then we have no way to deal with Liliana. We have another, I guess we have one more turn maybe. Oh, actually we have Tamiyo out. Totally forgot about it. Abilities your opponent control can't cause you to discard
This is hardly
or
a
sacrifice
feat.
permanent. So he can't make us sacrifice anything. As long as we have Tamiyo out. But he could play Ugin and destroy Tamiyo.
We are but motes in a vast multiverse.
It's crazy. You know, we have so many passives on the field at one time here.
All stories
Your
must
past is unwritten.
Okay. So now we have to have Tamiyo, which
This
we have any
bad
left.
idea.
1, 2. I think we do. Alright, let's try and draw Tamiyo.
Let's skip to the good part.
Not it.
Sometimes sacrifice is necessary.
Not it. Alright, so we need 4 mana for Tamiyo, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that leaves us 4 for Tamiyo. We can Hydroid Krasis for 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can Krasis for 5. Ooh. Well, we could have commanded the Dreadhorde as well. Alright, well, I believe that is game. Yeah. Well, we managed a fairly okay comeback there, but... Definitely an interesting game. Kind of unusual Esper control deck we were playing against. Favored Ugin and Liliana. So it wasn't trying to tuck itself with Teferi. Okay, so We've got a few explore cards, but we do have Command the Dreadhorde in our Teferi, so pretty good possibilities with this hand. They were playing against more Esper control. Do I want it? I guess I'll keep it, although that's a little bit greedy of me, because I do need mana. But I do have Jadelight.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Okay.
Oh, I've
That's
done
fine. So that means this turn we can play our Teferi and our stuff is uncounterable.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. I've got it.
Mind and body keep an open mind.
I'll protect you. No, I am not making this up as I go.
So we will kill the Narset. Clearly the biggest threat stops us from drawing cards, and it can give him another important card from his library. So if we get a land next turn, we can play it Teferi. Tuck his Teferi.
If you show remorse, I'll show restraint. Don't worry, I got this.
Well, he's probably representing Dovin's veto. Oh, he's not. Okay, interesting. Alright, well, we have Teferi, so he couldn't counter it anyways, but... Alright, see if we can get a land here. Ooh, Tamiyo. That's not bad. We have Paradise Druid next turn. Might be too early for Tamiyo, but we do have Command the Dreadhorde here. I'll leave it on top. And maybe I would like to kill Teferi next turn with Vraska. He could just bounce the Branchwalker.
Everyone is expendable, except me.
I mean, he can tuck it as well. He could tuck my Vraska, but I did get to draw the Tamiyo from that. Oh, okay, Elderspell.
We couldn't have been allies.
I will phase you out of the time stream.
Well, Elderspell to Emblem Teferi. Alright, well. That's game. We're not going to come back from Emblem Teferi. Pretty crazy. Elderspell. One of those cards that's either very good or absolutely does nothing in your hand. Playing against mono red oftentimes is just a dead card. Playing against a deck like us, yeah, I can read Ultimate your Teferi. No Wildgrowth Walkers in a little bit for us. I'd like to see those again. Alright, so perhaps Jeskai control is what we're playing against. Let's see. Guess versus Jeskai. I mean, Ranger we could play, but he might just clearing on that. I think Teferi is good to stop him from doing things on our turn.
Right on schedule. I've got it.
Narset, okay.
I trained and I have just the trick for this.
Ooh, that's particularly annoying. So, play Jadelight Ranger. And we'll just put it in our graveyard. In the graveyard.
This might be a bad idea.
I despise Kasmina so much. The tax ability. So annoying. Not a big deal for us because we don't really target Planeswalkers much. But if we want to bounce his permanent, we have to pay 2 with Teferi. And we don't get to draw a card because of Narset.
And prepare.
Alright, so we can play Vraska, but we can't destroy any of his stuff because we don't have the mana. So I'm going to attack Kasmina. If he blocks, it dies either way. Yeah, alright. And then follow up with Tamiyo.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging.
Probably Command the Dreadhorde here. I don't know, Hydroid Krasis maybe is good too. If I can kill Narset.
I think
She's
you
got
will find
Teferi.
my notes helpful.
Here goes nothing.
I really want to kill that Narset.
Let's slow. We need to move quickly.
Almost want to add an Elderspell to this deck.
My students are loyal geniuses. Seek and find.
That's more like it.
So play another Jadelight. See if we can draw some lands. Okay, that seems fine. So we could Dreadhorde next turn.
Hold that thought.
Yeah. He's only got Teferi in his graveyard, but we've got Wildgrowth Walker, 2 Jadelights, and 2 Branchwalkers. So the Wildgrowth Walker will be out of his Deafening Clarion range, although everything else could die. Which would be a pity. Our worry is he plays like a Sarkin. Another
I'm known
Teferi.
for my excellent timing.
Spark double, interesting.
You need to take a time out.
Okay. So I guess he has counter magic. That's why he bounced our Teferi. That's why I'm not commanding the Dreadhorde. Guess I'll pay.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
Alright, so I guess 2 Teferi is just kind of annoying, so we need to kill 1.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Is there anything here we want to return? Oh yeah. Command the Dreadhorde.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
I'll protect you. Hurry! Let's slow this down. No, I am not making this up as I go.
He taps out so we can play Command the Dreadhorde. What do we want to do here? Okay, well, he's got 2 mana available, but we have to ferry out. So, if we were able to kill Kasmina, we could use Vraska to kill a Narset. Get rid of 2 planeswalkers. Yeah, I so wish I had like a way to ping 1 to all these. A Goblin Chain Whirler. Alright. So let's put some more things in my graveyard.
I know I noted this somewhere.
And I guess we'll attack Kasmina. See what he does. Alright, we've got 19 life. Let's see. 4. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And what do I want to copy? I guess another Tamiyo. That's fine.
You would make an excellent informant for my study.
Let's try this.
Suppose we could have also done that at the end of our opponent's turn with Teferi. To get around a Clarion. But I get to use the Planeswalkers this turn. Is there anything we want to return in our graveyard? Sure. Let's return another Command the Dreadhorde to our hand.
The storied past holds our future.
I guess next turn,
We need
if
to
my
move quickly.
Teferi lives, I'll do Command the Dreadhorde during his turn. We don't know his list though.
Own your prowess.
He has a Planeswalker build. Ooh. Sarkin, is that lethal for him?
Here we go.
He doesn't have the mana though, perhaps? He doesn't.
Sorry I'm late.
So bounce our Wildgrowth Walker.
Oh, I've done hero things before.
So we can't deal lethal on our turn, but we can kill a bunch of these Planeswalkers, which is just as good. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack before we do anything else. Yeah, I think my priority is killing Teferi. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then kill Narset. Kill Kazmina. Alright, so there's our attacks. He can't do anything because we have Teferi in play.
Some members were
Not
not
prepared
prepared.
for this.
Then I'll play Vraska.
Your life's about
Destroy
to
his
end.
Teferi. We know he has a Sarkin coming, so. Alright, and we win. Alright, so that's been a look at the Dreadhorde Explore deck. You can see it has pretty powerful potential. Wildgrowth Walker being a major part of the deck, being able to gain life, getting a lot of card advantage. Versus Control, even if they are running a lot of removal effects and a lot of ways to deal with our permanents, if we're able to top deck a Command the Dreadhorde, we can get back into the game pretty easily. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want us to play a particular deck, please leave a comment and post a deck list and we'll see if we can try it out. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.